Boom, and we're live, guys.
Woo!
Somebody's already questioning why we had a 5-minute delay. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, someone had to drop a colony in the toilet.
Take a wild guess at who it was.
Not me, because I'm. Oh wait, it is me because I'm the Zeke. Oh no,
Take a wild guess at who it was.
not me, because
Uh-oh.
Oh wait, it is me because I'm.
We got feedback.
Oh no.
Sorry, I think that was me.
Okay, you got YouTube up.
God damn it. God damn it.
If you just
Yeah,
want to
like
pull it
full
up
screen
and
on,
just
so-
mute it, it'll be delayed by a couple of seconds. Okay, so Lance, you're new to the group, so if you want to introduce yourself, let everybody know who you are and all that stuff. So,
Alright, so my name's Sabino, but my username on Instagram is LancelotWorks. This is my first time. Most days I'm a really late sleeper, so I usually I try to make it, but I just oversleep. Um, yeah, that's me.
awesome. The stuff behind your head and that little shelf, that's pretty cool. I like that and the other thing that's up in your other corner.
Oh yeah, yeah. I keep all my kits behind my TV, and then I display my kits on the little shelves over there.
Those are some of your custom kits, right?
Yeah, those right there, and then I have another one over there that's kind of not
Ooh.
that too full. And all behind me, that's where I keep all my kits.
Yeah. So I guess now that everybody knows who you are, we'll talk about Iron Blood Orphans, so that's why everybody's here. But before we even start, we're going to go ahead and say it the last time. Warning, this is a spoiler cast episode. We are going to spoil the series for you, so if you have not watched it, please watch the series and then watch this after you're done watching the series.
Yes.
And that's final warning. So, and I was gonna say the chat's lighting up here. Woohoo! Iron Blood Orphans. Yep. Thank you, Mystery Taco.
We have a ton of people joining today. Like a lot of people.
Oh, speaking of which, I gotta get James. Hold on, I gotta send him that
Oh my God.
real quick. So, Shar, you want to speak first on IBO so far?
Well, I'm gonna say it's one of the best Gundam series I have watched in recent times. It's story-wise and the whole setting, like very serious and adult themed, is very reminiscent of Zeta Gundam and Double Zeta. And yeah, it's a very good change from all the little kitty shit build fighters and stuff. You know?
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. It felt more of an adult theme than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what are your opinions?
that's what I got it from it too. The first episode, and I was like, oh shit, this is pretty goddamn violent. And it felt like I watched 8th MS Team a couple at least 2 months prior to this, and I really liked the war theme. It felt really realistic. And then once I started watching Iron Blood Orphans, I was like, it's very similar. It feels like a real military show. And I was like, damn, this is pretty violent. This is if I would not let my nephews or nieces anyone watch this, because I was like, damn, this is pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, especially the fact that it's child soldiers, it's a very tough matter to portray on a show. So especially a cartoon, which most parents were like, "Oh, look, it's a cartoon. My kids can watch this." Like,
Yeah,
oh shit, my kid is watching kids killing adults. Oh no.
yeah, I understood. I think it was I think it was episode 2 when like I started seeing that the show was kind of like starting to get some pressure from like different places because of the way Mika killed the character. I was like, yeah, it's understandable.
Like he's the guy in charge, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he just shoots him.
Like Mikazuki give no fucks. Boom, 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 bitch.
I thought I liked that. I actually honestly thought that it was kind of a justifiable moment that they were taken over, and it felt to me more adult that he would just straight up just shoot him because he doesn't give a fuck,
yeah,
about anybody except advancing themselves in Tekkaden. So I felt it was extremely appropriate for him just to even just straight up shoot the guy, and even with Crank, what he did with Crank was shooting him as well too. It felt very appropriate.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Part of
yeah,
I
for Frank,
oh, go ahead.
I'll let you speak first, Sabina.
Oh, I thought he was gonna join them. I was like, part of me was like, oh shit, what if he like joins them?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, but then he shot him.
Yeah, I was thinking like Crank would join them, like become like a trainer for all of the mobile suit pilots, and like be like this wise sage type character that will like guide them through the whole series. But no, Mika just straight up shoots him in the face. You know?
I when I so I watched this whole series, and literally a week. I spent a whole week watching it, and I liked Crank. I thought he would have been a character that would have lasted longer than what he did because he's piloted a standard Graze, and it was our first time seeing a Graze. But I still feel it's justified as to why he just straight up shot him too. So
Yeah. I mean, he did. I mean, like the Grazes, like that Tree Man Graze team, they killed a lot of their friends, like in the mobile world. So I can kind of see why he would be pissed, and like it's sort of like a fair thing, like, oh, you killed my friend, so I'm gonna kill you. It's like a life for a life kind of thing, you know.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, that makes sense. I mean, and it's like it's war. There's gonna be casualties.
yeah.
So it in the end it all really felt justified.
Hmm.
Well, I'm trying to pull up that part right now.
oh, the episode that it's actually in.
Yeah.
And my thing, at first, when I first saw the Barbatos, I kind of felt it wasn't a complete mobile suit, which obviously it wasn't. But by the end of the series, I was so rooting for it. And I've gone on record multiple times, even with the show, stating that I like mono eyes. I love me some mono eyes, and I love me some grunt suits. But the way they handled the mobile suit felt extremely. It felt more touching because there was more involved with it. Like everybody put in their time and effort into the actual mobile suit to make it better each and every time that it was either messed up or destroyed or something happened to it. And it made me really like the mobile suit by the end of the series. And I usually don't like lead mobile suits in a series, so.
Like to me, it gave the suits like a sense of personalization to the suits. Like in a way, it was character development for the suits. Like you saw them progress through the series and having forms and whatnot. After battles and stuff, like they get better. It's sort of like character development, and you feel a little bit more connected to the suits, especially the main ones, as you would from other series. You know.
Everybody's making comments in the chat about how quick one of us is typing, and it's
Yeah.
it's either one of us too.
Actually, we're all typing at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm typing while talking.
Yeah, so do I. I have a mechanical keyboard, so you'll probably end up hearing my keyboard in the background. But I mean, there were a lot of moments where when I was watching the series, like with let's go ahead and jump closer to the end, with what's her face with the stupid eyebrows, Carter. I really badly wanted Mika to kill Carter in that episode. I was so rooted. I was like, oh, she's gonna die, she's gonna die, she's gonna die, and I was like, yes, it's happening. but then they kind of tease you and then wait till later to go, oh yeah, she's done. So I don't know. I felt like he should have killed her off really badly. Should have killed her off.
Yeah. Um, yeah, like the and not only her, like the way the series handles like the deaths in the series are really brutal, like very brutal. Like especially for those grunt pilots that Carta had, and
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Sorry, Gunpla SG's having issues. I don't think he's going to be able to make it through the whole episode, so we're going to have to say bye to him, unfortunately.
Hey,
He's in the chat.
man. Thanks for joining and supporting the show in the way you could. I hope the connection gets better next week so you can join in.
Yeah. But, I mean, going back to Carta and what everybody's saying in the chat, yes, she did eventually die, but I really badly wanted her to die in the mobile suit. It felt more appropriate because of what was going on. As I mean, just straight up, I was so happy when Mika just like straight up shot out of the barbed toast and just shot straight for them and started like smacking the shit out of them. It felt really appropriate for that moment.
I could feel the primal rage.
Yeah.
It's very impactful on an emotional level.
Yeah. I mean, and just like he just straight up bitch slapped the two other mobile suits that were with her and like was just went
like
on.
did you see like one of the bodies like landing in the background?
Yeah, and you can see the blood.
Yeah, you see, like the blood on the snow. Like oh shit.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, shit, and I noticed too with the mobile suits, since they used physical weapons, that when a mobile suit was destroyed, either within the chest unit or in the like the crotchal unit per se, it would have the oil spout out of the mobile suit, which they don't normally do that either, you know, because they haven't done that in a long time in a series.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's what I started noticing too. I only got as far as episode 13, but like the big touching death for me moment was like when they were trying to capture Akiharu's brother, and he got slammed by the Gushian. I was like, damn,
yeah.
that shit looks brutal. You could like see like it almost looked like the mobile suit was bleeding out from its eye. It felt like really brutal.
Yeah, that was fucked up. Like, I think his name was Masahiro.
Yeah,
Masahiro?
something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, definitely
Um,
blonde.
But I think the thing that I really like is like since this isn't like two warring factions like in Gundam Seed where there was like hundreds of mobile suits and it was just like you didn't really feel invested, but with this because it's such a little number of mobile suits, you really feel like at each moment like when they get destroyed, it's not like just you know CG like just stuff that you can't even keep track of. But this feels very like you feel invested in everything.
yeah, it's like it's I would say that this also applies to like real life hand-to-hand combat. Like if you shoot a guy from across like say like a few meters away, you don't really feel as connected to that kill. But if you like tussle with him for like a few good minutes, like hand-to-hand combat, you kind of feel more involved, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah. So like so when and then like since combat in IBO is more or less generally in close quarters with short range weapons, you
Hmm.
with only like very little suits, you can kind of keep track like what you said, like you can kind of keep track of each individual suit what's going on. And then like when one of them goes down, you know who that is, and you know he's dead, and you feel kind of bad, but at the same
Yeah,
time, yeah, it's war. You gotta deal with it.
yeah. Like in other series, when someone dies, you're like, oh. All right, what's next?
Just that one guy I didn't know about.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm with you though, Lance, that the whole I kind of didn't at first like the fact that it was such a small amount of mobile suits, but when there were the mobile suit fighting was happening, it felt it I don't know, it's hard to describe. It felt smaller, like shorter, but I knew that it was a 15-10 minute, moment in the, like pretty much a whole half episode or a full episode of fighting with the mobile suits, and it felt shorter than what it was, which is a good thing. That means you're more invested in what's going on, and it felt more of an investment on the mobile suits as well too, because there were so little mobile suits going around that I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it felt I felt more connected to these mobile suits. By the end of the series, I was just like, with the Barbatos, I was like, yes, it's finally, I feel more connected to this, even though it's a bunch of scrap parts.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Oh yeah. Let's see. Okay, we got two comments that I want to point out. Ariel Senna asked about what about Cadel's death, and if you guys don't know, that is the pilot for the Gundam Gujian, the one that smashed Masahiro into the asteroid.
The guy that looked like the Joker.
Oh yeah, I absolutely hated him.
Yeah, he reminds me of that one guy from the band Kiss with the long tongue.
Oh, Gene Simmons, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was so ready for him to die, honestly. I was just like rooting for his death so badly because I hated him so much.
Yeah,
He's a dick to his subordinates, man, I swear.
He was a complete and utter douchebag, and I was just like, I was so ready for him to die in the series. Like, I had already seen online what had happened in his death anyway, so when that happened, I was relieved. I was just like, yay, finally, that douchebag's gone.
He got what was coming to him, man.
Yeah, he did get what was coming to him, and he went down like a little bitch, too, because he deserved to be going down like a little bitch.
Yeah, he got sliced right down the middle, like a cross section, I think is what they call it.
Yeah.
Like with the Barbados katana, like that's like some pretty precise surgical cutting, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now. Yeah, since I was like just going through the series. I didn't like get a chance to hate him like too much, but I did. I really disliked him. And then like when he finally died, I had to like rewatch it like 2 times. I was like, wait, I was like, oh shit, damn, he got sliced right through the middle. That's fucking awesome.
Oh shit.
Not ruse.
Sabino, you got a fan in the chat.
Oh yeah, that's my friend. She's watching.
Oh yeah, you're a celebrity. Oh yeah, the other comment which I was referring to, Mystery Taco said, he quoted me like, they're dead. Then he says, unless they're Shino, Azzy, or Laughter, which is true, because I legit thought they would die in episode 24. I thought they were gonna die.
God, yes.
I thought they died. I was like, I was tearing up at the end of the episode. I won't lie.
I was so upset.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, no. My Gundam waifus don't die.
And I was so I was like you. I was so shocked because I thought Chino was gone. I really did, and I thought he was dead in the Ruskier Go mobile suit. And I was so I mean, it sucked that Crank's mobile suit was destroyed. So maybe he'll get a new mobile suit in season 2. But I was so surprised and shocked when that happened. I really was.
Yeah. But yeah, luckily they didn't die. Because like when I watched episode 25 last week, I was like, oh my god, oh they're alive.
No.
My god, like the amount of relief. Oh, fantastic.
And I know you're still watching it, Lance, but I'm sorry, we're gonna spoil a bunch for you too.
That's fine.
Yeah.
we were talking about the last two episodes, which are probably the best two episodes in the whole series. The only complaint I had about the last two episodes is, it felt at the end, it kind of felt like they just dumped what was going on in that situation on, like, at the moment. But I understand why Sunrise did that, because they were pressed for time and they didn't know what they were going to do exactly for the ending either. So they kind of went, oh, we need to end this and we need to do this now because we can't continue to stretch this on even longer than 25 episodes. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, they ended it in a pretty solid way. Pretty good, solid ending.
yes, it felt like a really good, solid ending to the series, and it at least it was a somewhat justifiable moment as to what was going on as well too. And fuck Ein, he can suck a big bag of dicks.
Fuck him, man.
He's such a douchebag, and oh, I hated him so much. By the end of the series, I hated him even before in the first episode. He was a pansy little bitch, and he went down like a little pansy bitch too.
He, to me, he seems very over obsessive about everything. Yeah, sure, you can have honor and valor and a sense of vengeance for fallen friends, but not to the point where you start blabbering on about it every time, especially in episode 25 when he starts talking about I must cleanse your sins and shit. That's kind of creepy. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I liked at first when I first saw when we got news that mobile suit was going to be made into a kit. I hated the design, and I still don't like it. But after that episode, I liked it, except for the feet. The feet were the only thing I didn't like about the mobile suit.
Yeah, again, since I didn't watch the series, I started seeing all the hate on it online. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Why is everyone hating this? And then someone was like, oh yeah, this mobile suit killed two really good waifu girls. I thought it was hilarious, but I really liked the design. I was like, I don't know, I kind of like it, but the feet, they do look kind of weird. It feels like it was copying that one suit from Reconquista and G.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember the name, but it felt like they were copying.
It reminds me of like the gray Zion legs. It reminds me of especially the feet. It reminds me of the General Grievous.
Yeah, or it reminded me of the feet from Age, from those little dragon mobile suits that transform, which I hate transforming mobile suits. I don't know about you guys, but I just don't like transforming mobile suits because the kits are usually garbage and they fall apart very easily. No offense to Zeta.
Yeah, the Zeta, that was terrible. Especially
Yeah.
eating them, and you try and transform it, and there's a very high chance that the paint will scratch while you shift the parts here and there. So that's why I tend to refrain from transformable kits. Well, let's see. Let's check the chat.
It looks like we got some drama going on.
Oh no! Whoa, this is so edgy.
Yeah, we better call Keemstar on drama alert.
Yeah, going back to Mystery Taco, I'm with you on it, and I like Age, and I like most of the designs from Age. Unfortunately, the show wasn't that great, but I just did not like the little dragon mobile suits, and I still don't like transforming mobile suits, even though Zeta and Double Zeta had a lot of transforming mobile suits. They're just not for me. I mean, a lot of people love them. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they're great kits when they're 2.0s and stuff like that, but it's just not for me.
Yeah, I couldn't. I only got an age I think maybe as far as episode 15, but the enemy suits, yeah, I couldn't get into them. they just I don't know they I feel like if they would have gotten like a different designer, they would have been really cool, but they didn't really like fit into like the Gundam universe. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. And somebody was making up a good point here, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher your name. Do you know how to say that name, Char?
Which one?
Ari Yasan.
Ariosena Sutanda.
Thank you, thank you. How about the fact that McGillis defeated a Gundam frame in like a few minutes? That I loved. I
Yeah.
loved the Grim Gird. You know, it's my favorite mobile suit design out of IBO, and I absolutely love the kit.
Sutanda said, like the Grimgird was like virtually unscathed after the battle with the trooper.
Oh God, yes. I absolutely loved that fight, and Galileo needed to die. I liked that Galileo was killed by the Grim Gird. I thought it was very appropriate for what he was doing. His character felt like you were saying, Char. He felt like a Char-esque character, or um, Zex Marquis kind of character with having the mask and stuff.
Yeah.
So
And also, they're both very similar. I think, I made a post about it on Gundam Funnies. Like, I made a meme about it. Like, both of them are blonde. Both of them have blue eyes. Both of them wear masks. Both of them have, like, reddish pink suits. Both of them have best friends which have purple hair. And both of them kill and betray their best friends with purple hair.
oh God. But his mobile suit was, oh God, it was so good.
Yeah, and like those dual swords. That's just awesome.
I actually just changed my desktop background to the Grim Gird anyways, just now, because it's my favorite design in the whole series.
Oh yeah, Sabino, you got anything you want to add in on the Grimgird?
Yeah, I think I saw the fight on I think it was Facebook. Someone posted the fight. I was like, damn, that was pretty brutal. Again, since I didn't watch the show, I'm not exactly sure who was paddling it, but I thought the fight was pretty bad. And yeah, he beat him really really fast. And again, I guess it's really common in the show. He struck the physical weapon through the cockpit of the suit.
Yeah, and there's just something about the Grim Guard that I guess because of the way it's designed, it almost does look like it reminds me of Appleseed with the way the head with the antenna, the bunny ears, and the whole fact that it did not have any physical guns on it either, and he was still able to take out uh, uh, the Kamara's trooper, in like literally one hit, and the Kamara's trooper had guns on it and was shooting it, and he still was able to take it out in one smack, and that was it.
It's like a very nimble suit. Like can dodge all the Vulcan cannon and whatnot, and the spear.
Oh yeah, and he smacked the shit out of the spear out of his hands in like one hit and was done. And I mean, there was just so much about that mobile suit, even though it was used twice that you got to see it in the show when they were entering Earth and in that fight on Earth. So I don't know. I mean, all in all, it was my favorite mobile suit in the series, even though the Bartos comes close second, and I really like the Gray's custom. It probably is my third most favorite mobile suit.
Tom K says, to be fair, Galio was up against the Barbados earlier, so he was kind of worn out by the time the Grimgird came in. So I guess that's kind of that's kind of true. Like he was kind of worn out after fighting the Barbados and I think the mobile workers.
Yeah, Wait, no, I don't think it was Mobile Workers, but I know it was the Rusuke Go and the
Roy.
uh uh oh fuck um it was what's his name, Akio's mobile suit. God
Rebate.
damn it, the what?
Young Rebate.
Yes, thank you, the remake. Thank you. I couldn't think of it for a second there. Which I actually hated the remake at first when I first saw the mobile suit, but by the end of the series, I so appreciated the mobile suit by then. There was just something about it that I really liked. I think it was the head because it transformed.
Oh my god, that's Mikazaki is such a savage.
What?
Oh, sorry. I'm watching like the beginning of the last episode, and like he was the guy was like, "Oh, you killed Lieutenant Krang," and Mikazaki was like, "Who's that?"
Who's that? Oh,
Yeah, he just snubbed him off. He was like, "Oh, I don't know. It's some guy.
Oh my
He got shot."
god.
who's that? Oh.
Oh my god. That's this guy. Oh my god. That's hilarious.
Everybody's in the chats yelling for the remake, and yes, I actually do like it. I don't like multi-armed mobile suits, but there was just something about it that I liked. I think it was the design and the colors and everything on it just kind of went really well to me.
So far I just finished the part where I guess they like took it in. When I first saw it, I didn't really like it, but then like they showed off what the head could do, and I'm a sucker for like Gundam heads in the way like if a Gundam or just mobile suit in general is designed really well, I pretty much just fall in love with the whole suit. That's why I
Mhm.
like the Gray Zion, even though I guess most people hated it at first. But yeah, I really like that the remake can like like it can like hide its head and like transform. It looks really really cool.
I mean, for me, it was a combination of that and at the end battle where he has, or not the end battle, but when they're on the island with the Captain Beardo, Beardy McBeardface, him when they were protecting him, uh, he had the two long cannons and were shooting both of them at the same time, and was just a complete badass while the two girls were sitting there bending off all the rest of the other grazes that were coming in. Which I hope we get a standard Earth Graze as a release for a kit. I think that would be really cool to have. Speaking of which, what were your thoughts on that fight scene, Char?
Hmm?
When
Uh,
they were protecting Captain Beardo on the island?
oh, they when they were fighting Carter.
Yeah, the first time they were fighting her.
Um, well, that one was pretty one-sided, I would say. Very, very one-sided. Like almost all of Carter's partners were killed except for those two, I think. The rebake. But I think the rebake was like doing support fire like for like anti-air.
Yeah. It was also shooting at the two the boats on the that were approaching the island. Um, I'm looking at two things at once. I'm also looking at pictures of IVO as well. Um, but I mean, I like by the end of the series that they showed the mobile suits completely like torn up from battle and stuff. I thought that was really cool that they showed them
I'm
even
watching
dead.
I'm watching that right now actually too. It's
Oh, you are?
yeah.
Yeah. They show the mobile suits like torn up, completely messed up, and
Yeah.
it most typical Gundam shows usually will have the lead hero suits not beat up as much as they did, and in this series, which I kind of thought it was kind of interesting the way they did that, that they were a little more like, hey, yeah, our mobile suit can be destroyed, and it at times it was beat up, and he's not going to win every fight, but he is going to sit there and fight anyways. So
Yeah, it really reflects the reality of battle and war. Like, you don't win all the time. You will get beat up eventually, and you just have to live with it.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
watching the fight with the Barbados and the Iron right now, and yeah, it's pretty brutal,
Yeah,
for
the
sure.
chat was saying that Ein's death was pretty quick, and I will agree with that in the fact that it should have been quick. It was quick, but Mika did what he had to do to finish that fight, and it felt it again more of me saying it's justified, but it was justified. And I don't know if you want to talk about the old biscuit yet or not, Char.
Oh no, not biscuit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I remember when like really early in the series, someone was like, "Yeah, this character's gonna get killed off." I guess it ended up happening.
You called it. You called it.
Yeah.
Uh, he got like he could have lived, but the Alana Vichdana system strapped him onto the mobile worker. Then he bled to death. He bled out basically.
I mean, I understand why they had to kill off a character like that in the series, but I don't know. How do I put it? I liked Biscuit, and I liked that Biscuit was the character that he was because he was that voice of reason for Orga, and to be like, hey, you don't need to do this. It's not a good idea. But obviously, in that situation, Orga did what he had to do to finish their mission, and I guess it was, it should have been. I guess I don't know. In that situation, Orga died, or Orga wasn't killed, but Biscuit died, and Biscuit died defending what Orga wanted to have done.
Like basically, Biscuit died proving a point. Like he said, like the night before the battle, you can't keep sending us into battle and killing us one by one. That's the only way to do it. And ironically, he was one of these victims of Orga's plans. So technically, he died proving to Orga that a lot of our men die needlessly because of the decisions that you make. So like he paid the ultimate price, and I think Orga was contemplating that for like a few days in the bedroom, after the battle.
Yeah, and I mean, by the end episode, he was also sending a lot of his men into a fight to be killed, even though they chose to do it. It's still, like what you're saying, it more or less justified what Biscuit was saying to begin with to not sit there and do that, even though he still did it anyways.
Ah, so sad.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was sad. Don't get me wrong when I say that. Biscuit went down like a bitch, but he should have not. He should have not been killed. Because of Orga's actions.
Yeah, I mean, if he were to get killed, I wouldn't mind it that much, but maybe later in the series, but like not so early on, like in the first season. And I would prefer it if it was a little bit more meaningful, not just he just so happened to be in the mobile suit when Carter smashed it, you
Yeah,
know.
but I mean, Biscuit still did make his choice. Even to fight by Orga's side anyways. So he still made his decision when he went ahead and went by his, what he was doing anyways. So it's a double-edged sword, you know, even though he got killed in the series.
And again, now we got a few guys in the chat screaming, "Biscuita! Biscuita!"
How do you feel about the little T-Rex hammer in the series that
That is
he had?
overpowered to the max. I love that. I love that weapon. It's very unique. Like you don't really see it that much in other Gundam animes, but but it's good. It's very effective, especially since I'm combat oriented. Ugh.
Yeah,
Like especially that saw it has in the clamp, which like cuts off limbs and stuff.
yeah. I mean, I knew they were gonna use it eventually, but he only used the saw that one time against Carta when he was ripping her arm off of her mobile suit. So, oh,
Yeah.
that's neat. I'm looking at Gundam Guy right now. Somebody took Carter's mobile suit and gave her the hammer on her back. That seems kind of weird to do that.
Let me go check it out.
Yeah, I'm also looking at Gundam Guy too. I'm looking at the new Astaroth, that mobile suit.
Oh man, I can't wait to see the Astaroth in in the anime. Like hopefully it's gonna be in the anime.
I
I
mean,
can't.
as far as I know of, it's going to be in an OVA manga like they do a lot of the series.
Like
Special, mo-
Built Fighters, like it's gonna have an OVA soon.
yeah. That is supposed to have the Turn A Shin in it. Build Fighters is supposed to.
Yeah.
So, and I really like that mobile suit's design. It's not a typical A-frame styled mobile suit. It's a very mashed together mobile suit, and I like that about it. And I like its little baby, little Hellboy looking hand shield arm thing. I think that's kind of interesting with it.
Yeah. Man, I haven't heard the name Hellboy in so many years.
I love Hellboy. My old roommate was a huge Hellboy fan, and he almost had a complete run from issue 1 to current day of the comics of the singles.
I couldn't watch the movie when it came out because I was like a little kid.
I think they did a good job. Now that we're going off topic a little bit, I think they did a good job with the movies and stuff.
Yeah. I think there was an animated series.
Yes, there was an animated series, and it was also just as cool too.
Well, I should watch that.
It's very good.
Oh shit, we got Grimlock.
Yeah, TF animated.
You have animated.
Mine is severely sun damaged though.
Doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, I have an original Rat Trap.
Oh, that's the Transmetal.
Yeah, from the Beast Wars series.
Season.
I'm missing his tail.
Wait, season 2 or 3? I think it's season 2.
Yeah, it's season 2 when they become the Transmetals.
Yeah, I prefer the I prefer the Transmetals because like the first season they were just like pure biological alt modes, and then I felt it didn't really fit the whole Transformers theme. But once they got sorry guys, we're going off topic, but I just want to say this. Like the Transmetals, they take animal alt modes, but they have a sense of Cybertronian technology to them, like a very mecha, like a mecha redesign to the animal alt modes, and that's what I like. Like a very it feels more like a Transformer, because you don't just you don't just grow like animal skin and fur when you scan an animal.
Yeah. And dinosaurs too.
Tom K said he had a Transmetal Cheetor.
I had one. I probably still have one floating around somewhere in some box or something. I used to have like 200 some odd, not including box stuff. I used to have almost 400 Transformers alone back in the day.
Yeah.
And then I kind of got out of it. I still have a couple, like some of the little more rare stuff floating around, but I just got out of collecting Transformers at the time because there was nothing coming out. And then I started doing Lego. Then that's why I've got Lego all behind me.
Beast Wars wise, I have like the season 1 Cheetor. and some figures from the Japanese anime of Beast Wars 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I have Rhinox, like the Rhino dude, the medic.
Yeah. He never got a Transmetal mode, even though they made him a Transmetal toy. He never, in the show, got a Transmetal mode.
Which, like, I kind of felt that it was unjustified because he's a pretty cool character. He's like the rough and tough man of the crew. And
Yeah.
he kind of
Ratchet.
yeah, he's like like what you like the Ratchet of this universe. Even though Beast Wars is in the same timeline as G1, yeah, it's like he's just like a the next generation of Ratchets, and oh, that's a nice Gundam you have there.
It's one of the original Kingdom poopy figures.
Assault Kingdom?
Yeah, Assault Kingdom figures. Assault poop figures. I have this one. I have the number 2 from the second version, second wave, the Goof Custom.
That's from 8MS Team, right?
Yes. Oh, wait, MS Team.
I love 8MS.
The Goofs that are out there, and the Goof Custom just makes it so much better.
I think we went off topic long enough. So we need to get back on the IBO discussion.
Yeah. We do this sometimes. Sometimes I need a break from talking about sad stuff and talking about.
Yeah, it also like spices up the show a little bit, you know, like I mean like what Tom K did, like what like what Tom K did. When we change subjects, there is a high chance that at least one person in the chat also likes that other topic, and he too can join in on that conversation. So it kind of like spices things up in the whole show. But anyway, now back to Iron Blood Orphans.
Yeah, I just watched the fight with Orhans and Barbados. I can kind of see how people say that it kind of was a little bit quick.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have just like put in like just 2 more minutes to like really like get you
like
get more brutal.
Yeah, like get you immersed in the whole fight.
Did you like the fact that he basically shot his armor off to make himself lighter to fight, more efficiently?
Yeah, I just noticed that real quick. I was like, wait, is he like purposely like shooting off his armor? That was pretty dope.
Yeah, he shot off his shoulder, I believe the shoulder armor, and crap, he shoots off something else. I don't remember exactly what else he fires off of his mobile suit, but I thought that was really cool.
Guys, hold the phone. Our channel just reached 90 subscribers. We gained seven subscribers in just like half an hour.
Your name's Rigo Sanchez. I probably just murdered the way that's said, but yes, the back armor. You are right.
Whoa,
yeah, he shot that off.
Really?
Yeah, I guess I didn't notice it either. Yeah,
but I thought he just like off the arm.
Yeah, I know it was the shoulders for sure.
Lance cut off.
Let me shoot him back into this. Why does he have the world's longest email address? There it is.
Excuse me.
Any kits we want to talk about from IBO specifically? I know we had last week's episode was specifically on kits. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm trying to add Spino. We'll add Lance back to the call. Um, but I mean, I know you're working on the rebake right now. How do you feel about that kit at the moment?
Oh, I like what I posted on Instagram. It's really flimsy. Like I don't think like the grays and the other suits from IBO are that flimsy, but I guess it's just like first impressions on the IBO suit. Like it just so happened to be the rebake, so I kind of have a bad impression. But like hopefully, if I get the grays, or I might get a better impression on IBO suits like kits. But the rebake, it's extremely back heavy. The frame is very weak and it feels very fragile. The armor is hollow, especially on the legs
Yeah.
and shoulders, and also the torso. The torso frame, like that one big torso piece, it's so weak and like it can't even hold up the top half like half the time. It keeps like slumping over because of how heavy the back is.
I think
Yeah,
if I remember, Mead said that even the 1/100 is pretty back heavy too on it.
yeah, but overall, I love the design. I really love it, and I hopefully with all the mods I'm gonna add to it, I hope it will look better aesthetically and also be more practical. Like
Yeah.
well as a figure.
I mean, if I get the kit, I'm probably going to get the 1/100 and not the 1/144, just because I don't know. I'd rather have the 1/100 more than the other because I think I'm just going to straight build it like it is because there's just something about it. Even straight build looks pretty good for the most part.
Oh, okay, the hell is this? Rigo Sanchez says he's building a 1 to 10 skill remake. I think he meant 1 to 100.
Probably, yeah. Meant the 1/100, not one.
That would be huge. You want a 10 skill?
Oh God! I mean, that would be. Yeah, he put 1/100. That would be like almost the size of the real Gundam in Japan.
No, that's 1 to 1.
Yeah,
So
I know that was 1-to-1, but
if you scale that down like 1/10 of that height, so it will probably be like about the same height as like an average human, like the
hey,
average like
Lance,
5
I've
foot.
sent you like 12 invites. Come on in again when you're able to.
Yeah, Lance is having some technical problems.
There you are.
There you
there.
go.
Lance, 5 foot, like 12 invites. Come on in again.
Yo, you can turn off these things. Lance is having some technical problems.
I think you're still.
There.
You're probably on YouTube too, aren't you?
12 invites. Come on in again. Yo, you can turn off these things.
Oh, sorry.
Uh-oh.
Okay, there we go.
There you go. Awesome.
Yeah, Rigo Sanchez said it will be around 6 to 8 feet tall if it was 1 to 10 scale. So oh wow, that would be like 1 feet taller than me. Yeah.
Tom K, for yours, are you doing just custom paint, or are you going to do some scratch built stuff for it? As me, I'll probably just do custom paint on it and just be done with it because just wish I could get the regular Gouchon built as well. I think if you just get I think you can just buy a Barbatos and maybe you could probably mod it where you could just have a Gouchon without having to spend another arm and a leg on another mobile suit, but I don't know. I haven't tried it. I don't have the kit yet, so I can't really determine if that's what you could or couldn't do.
Yeah. You know what would be cool if Bandai gave you like 2 trays for all the frame pieces in the 1 to 100 rebake box. So so you get 2 of every piece. So like you can build the rebake and the Gujian.
Okay, yeah. What Rigo is saying and Mystery Taco is saying, you'd have to modify the frame to get it to work if you just had just a straight Barbatos frame to get the Guxion to work on a 1/100th scale. That sucks. Not gonna lie, that sucks. I mean, that's the only reason why I'm buying the Guxion Rebake is for the Guxion Rebake for the 1/100 scale and not just for the Guxion, because I don't like it.
Yeah. Wait,
Straight up, I don't.
like, can you hear me? Like, there seems to be some audio problems.
No, I don't hear any audio problems.
Like,
Let me.
you hear me, right?
I'm gonna grab my kit I'm working on at the moment, my Gray's custom that I'm painting, and grab the Grimguard, just because I like showing it off.
All right. Oh no, it's 12:30 in the morning. Oh. Oh.
Wait, TG, what time is it over there for you?
12:30 in the morning.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for me it's 9:30. Oh shit.
Oh crap! I just dropped the leg connector piece. There it is. Found it. So here's what I've got done so far.
Oh shit, that's nice.
And I'm hand painting it, so I'm trying to test fit the armor on it. Unfortunately, I used Tester's brand paint, and it's super fucking thick, so it looks like shit on here. It's all caked up on the edges, but I'm gonna modify it a little bit and make that work with what it looks like. I'm either gonna add a little bit of mud texture to it and just do it that way, or just play around with it. Here's the leg. Before I had to do a crap ton of masking to get it to do what I wanted it to. Let me grab my tools. I'm gonna do this live because I masked this off and I was on those Gundam guys show and I was playing around with masking because I haven't actually looked at how well this came out. Let's see how well I did. Ooh, it's the moment of truth.
Oh, sweet.
Because I had to because I did the seam line removal for the leg. I had to mask it off to have the leg, the thighs still black for the frame, and I had to do the seam line removal on the actual piece, and it doesn't even. You can still see part of the seam, which sucks. This is just a kit that's like a pain in the ass to work on because of the way it's built. But I'm going
You
to,
left the frame inside, right?
yeah. Oh no, it got yellow on the leg. It bled through. That sucks. That really sucks. I don't know how I'm gonna fix that other than just straight up painting it again. Oh, that really sucks.
Is the knee bent?
Do what?
Is the knee bent? If like you move it, does it still show?
Yeah, it still, yeah, it straight up went underneath the actual paint and bled underneath, unfortunately. If I had an airbrush, it would have done it properly, but I don't have an airbrush right now.
Oh, be careful
It's part-
not to scratch something.
Oh, I dropped the part. Yeah, that part did fine on it.
That was great.
There's a little bit. The underneath that part didn't do that well, but I'm just gonna chip that anyway, so that's not that big a deal. But that sucks on the top part of the calf. You can still see the yellow underneath it.
Hmm.
That sucks. Oh yeah, it bled all the way underneath there.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah,
oh, okay, I see it. I see it.
that sucks.
Tom K asks, what do you expect from season 2 of Iron Blood Orphans?
Hopefully, more Mika blowing shit up,
Yeah. I would also
and
like. Did you see like the Barbados redesign in like at the end of episode 25?
where's that at? Is it near the end?
Yeah, it's like after the credits, like there'll be like a season 2 promo. There's like a photo of like the new design of the Barbados, like all spiky and shit. It's really badass.
Let me try to look for it.
I
Like,
don't.
like Gunpla, I think.
I didn't. I don't think I saw it, or I was paying not paying good enough attention to the. If it's all spiky and shit, I'm not gonna like it. I can tell you that because I already like the barbershop as it is. And if it's spiky, it'll look weird.
It's not really noticeable, but it's more angular.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, let me go look it up. Um,
Well, I know what paint I'm never using again. This is a lesson, guys, in the chat. Don't use tester's paint because it's too fucking thick and it comes out shitty. That's why I stick to testers or stick to Tamiya paints.
that photo.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look a little bit. I think maybe it's just like the way that the angle. I kind of actually I think
Yeah.
they could have shown it off at a different angle and it would have looked better.
Hold on, like, here it is. Like, I'll put it on screen.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let me see if I can find that image.
It's,
I think
like,
it's on the guys.
it's on the Gundam Info channel, episode 25, like the very last seconds of the video, like right after the credits.
What was some stuff that you guys didn't like about the series? Because we have to look at it from both point of views.
Well, I said it in my review of the series on Instagram. Like, there is a lot of plot, but I would have liked it if they would flesh the individual characters a little bit more than they did.
Hmm.
Like Akiro, Orga, Biscuit, Shino. Like we don't really know much about them. They're just kind of like backup characters for Mikazuki. We really need to know more about them to kind of get invested in their characters more in the
Yeah,
series.
the part with Akahiro's brother, like that whole little story, like when he was telling, I can't remember their names, but when he was talking about his brother and like saying like what happened to them, how he was taken and they were separated. Like that moment felt really good, but like I feel like they should have waited maybe like an episode or two to actually bring his brother in. I kind of felt like it was rushed just a little bit too much.
Yeah,
It
it's
would have
like,
like you would have felt it more if it would have been like maybe a couple
it was
episodes
only
later.
only like a 3 episode arc. That was like really short. Like one episode, oh, I have a brother. Then episode 2, oh, I found my brother. Episode 3, oh, my brother's dead.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
conveniently just remembered that I have a brother.
Yeah, I have a brother. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, and I'm usually not big on character development, but it did feel a little lacking for some of the other characters besides Orga and Mika.
Yeah.
They mostly focused on blonde-haired booby McLady person. They mostly focused on her and uh, what the purple-haired blondie or purple-haired McBooby McChesty face person thing.
Uh, what's what's her name again?
Oh, and yeah, we got a lot about Biscuit as well too, and I felt they probably covered Biscuit a lot because they knew that they were going to kill him off as a character. That's probably why they went so much into his story. Um, yes, Bernstein. Thank you, Tom K, for that. Yeah, it kind of felt like they were focusing more on those those particular lead characters and not on anybody else, even though we saw them a lot in the series. But for me, the thing that probably was lacking the most was the Gundam fights in it. It felt lacking in mobile suit fighting and more on those four character developments and them flying through space instead of actually fighting. So that's what I felt like it was lacking the most of.
Oh, I remember the name. It's Fumitan.
Yes, her.
Yeah. Cordelia Aina Bernstein. That's the full long name that people say all the time. Like everyone says it like really slowly. Especially those old creepy dudes with the beards that they meet.
Oh, Beardy McBeardface? Yeah, Beardface.
Cordelia Aina Bernstein. Damn, son, you furry.
But I mean, I don't know. There's just all in all, I will say that it's probably one of the better Mobile Suit series that they've done so far.
Yeah,
And
I can agree with that. Yeah, I think I watched like maybe like 3 episodes of freaking G and I just couldn't get into it. I know that some people like it feels like kind of like the the Batman v Superman argument where you kind of have to like look a little bit deeper, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. I didn't like it felt really off. But when I started watching IBO, I felt invested with the characters and what was going on, and I really like it. I really want to try to watch the entire series so I can like fully take it in.
Yeah, like what you said about Recon yeah, it really like Batman v Superman. Another point is you have to watch it yourself to form your own opinion about it.
Yeah.
Though I watched Batman v Superman, yeah, I'll watch it like on the week or something. I heard a lot of bad things about it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like we're getting off topic again.
yeah.
Bang bang.
But I liked it. I'm really looking forward for a second like season, and I'm really happy that it's doing well because like it's been like almost like 10 years since we've had a series like that's gonna get a second season that's gonna become like a big thing,
Yeah.
it was a Seed, then Double O, and now it's like Iron Blooded Orphans. It's cool to like see a series that's doing so good and like is like they're actually really trying to like make it a thing.
I don't know. I'll say this, and I'm a UC guy. UC is always going to be my number one choice when it comes to a Gundam show, but I can very much say, hey, IBO's good. IBO is probably one of the better, more recent shows they've done. Like you said, Lance, it's a better show than they've done as of recently, especially compared to Bill Fighters and Bill Fighters Try. And there's just I don't watch much anime, and I will go again on record saying that I'm not a super anime fan, but I thoroughly enjoyed IBO, and when I was watching Bill Fighters and Bill Fighters Try, a lot of times I was like, this again. They're going to call out their attacks like they always do. I'm going to call out this is my mobile suit and this is who I am. And they did that in they did it in uh, uh, IBO, but they did it in a way that, hey, this is who I am. You're fighting me. This is a one-on-one battle. You know, the least I can do is I can tell you who I am before you die. So that felt appropriate, and it wasn't every second Mika was going, Omni slash sword breaker bullshit thing. I'm gonna slash you with my sword. This is the Barbados.
Yeah,
It wasn't
Mika
that
was
crap.
like he just like if you were in his way, he would just go through you. That's I really enjoyed that about the show.
Like he is the Gundam pilot we've always wanted. Like you see like every other series, like especially a UC, the Gundam pilots are very bitchy and angsty. But like Mikazuki is like he's like very quiet and just very serious and straightforward about like the way he executes his battles. Like he doesn't really like screw around with like talking and like debating about how we should treat humanity and some stupid shit that UC pilots always do with the enemy. He just straight up just kills you. He doesn't really care.
Yeah, he's definitely not Amuro, who bitches and gets bitch slapped by Bright and gets told, get in your fucking Gundam now.
Yeah, then also Camille, like Camille's like the biggest hypocrite ever. It's like, why are you killing people? That's bad. I'm gonna kill you for killing people. I'm like, what? Ugh.
Yeah, no, that's true though. It's like when you watch like a good like war movie, like the main leads aren't always like there's like maybe in some stories there's a struggle between what they're doing, but with this show it wasn't really an issue. Like the characters weren't like they weren't like super obnoxious about like war and like all this other stuff. It felt just like war,
Yeah.
like this is what's actually going on, and it felt real.
Yeah, I mean, it it felt more real in a sense, like you're saying, in the fact that, he's going to do whatever he has to make himself survive and his Tekkanen, and do what they have to survive, and that's what I liked as well about it, is that he's not going to sit there and wait for somebody to be like, oh, I duel you, I'm going to give you 30 minutes because I'm a stupid, weird eyebrow lady, you know?
Yes.
I don't know. I didn't. There's just something about her. I hated her character in it, and she was just a whiny, spoiled brat who only wanted her way and got her way, and that's why she got killed, was because she was an idiot. And in war, you kind of have to do what you got to survive. It's kill or be killed, and they really pointed that across with IBO, is that it's kill or be killed.
Yeah. Well, I actually kind of like her character. I'll be honest. I actually like her character. Um,
You liked Carter?
well, like not but like I respected her as a character.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she's a little bit of a bitch, but she has. I mean, that's how she grew up, like in a very prestigious family. I mean, most people from prestigious family. I'm not saying everyone, but like most kids from prestigious family are kind of like arrogant and very demanding of things, you know. And the way he treats McGillis and Gilo is kind of expected, especially a person of her nature, especially to McGillis. The way that was very appropriate also, and the way she carries herself and the rest of her subordinates, well, what is her division called again?
It was the seven. I think it was the 7 stars of Galileo, if I remember right.
No, she's one of the 7 stars, right? She's the kid of the 7 families.
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up real quick.
Yeah, like I know that like McGillis, Gilo, and Karta are like 3 of the 7 families that ruled Gjallarhorn.
Apparently, Crank was actually a member of the
7 stars.
Seven Stars. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. House Issue, Carta Issue, House Fured, Asnoria Fured, McGillis Fured, Sir Balbadine, which he didn't really do anything, Gallahorn, Galilei Ubadine, and Amelia Burbadine.
Okay, okay, you guys butchered all those names, so I'm gonna read it out myself.
Yeah. Oh,
see-
that they misspelled Galley. They misspelled his name on here. That's why I butchered it.
Hold on, let me see this stuff. Where did you go to look at that up?
On Gundam Wiki to look it up. They put they put McGillis as one of his surnames on here as Chocolate Man, Mackie the Masked Man, and Montage.
Hold on, let's see. Okay. House of Issue, House of Farid,
Was the only one in that house, I think.
House Baldwin, Gilo Baldwin, Almira. Almira is that little girl that has a crush on McGillis, right?
The one he's actually supposed to marry to keep his bloodline in the family.
Yeah, yeah. The little girl.
I thought that was pretty funny. I was watching it like yesterday, the whole like when like she got jealous at the
Oh, yeah.
and I was like, what the hell? I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, but she seems a little young to get married to McGillis, don't you think? Like the
Yeah.
age, little.
When I was watching it, I thought, well, like it feels like how like these royal families, how it's more for like they get married for political reasons. So I was like, part of me was like, whatever, but like part of me was like, yeah, it's kind of weird. I have to go real soon, guys. I remember someone mentioned like, what do you expect from the second season? I just thought of it right now. What I would really like to see, maybe in the second season or as an OVA, is I want to learn more about like the Calamity War. What I would love to see is who piloted the Gundam Barbatos frame, like in the Calamity War, like who like a storyline of him or her or whatever. That's what I would really love to see.
Like,
Maybe in the
season 2 can be like it's like a backstory for season 2 there can be an arc in season 2 where they focus on the Calamity War and like give us more information and kind of like get us more invested into why all this is happening in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
I wanted to know more when they were talking about the Gundam frames and the weird spacey poop stuff that people see each other in.
I think that was like an homage to like GN Particles and Gundam 00. Isaac, I know you haven't like watched it, but or just like the original Gundam, the way people like could like manifest themselves into physical forms or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it would be really really cool to like see like how they developed the Gundam frames and like the storyline of how the Gundam frames affected the war, because they mentioned a lot of like
they were like
stuff in history has been affected by them.
Yeah, I mean, I would like more history on the Calamity Wars to know more about what happened with that as well too.
Yeah, exactly. Because it seems really 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 interesting. Like like I feel like they're purposely not telling us so we can like want like a second season or an OVA, because like they really didn't like say anything about it, and I wanted that much more.
Guys, I think we should wrap it now. It's like a good solid 1 hour of the video. I think that's about it.
I think that, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that too. If anybody in the chat or watching this after the video goes up, if you guys want to ask us any questions on our thoughts, anything like that, we'd love to answer those either next episode or just commenting below to whatever you guys have to ask. But we'll give you a shout out for anybody who wants to ask us any particular questions on the next episode, and we'll go through that particularly. So
Yeah. Let's just stay on for a few more minutes to give them time to type out questions if they have any.
yeah, and you guys in the watching the live video at the moment, if you guys want to ask us any questions real quick before we call it a wraps, we'll give you guys we'll do it in about 10 more minutes, and then we'll go ahead and call it a wraps.
Yeah, like around 10, I have to start getting ready for work.
Oh crap, dude.
I want to go sleep. I gotta do homework tomorrow.
Yeah, we got to head over to the city and get some stuff done. I'm playing with this stupid little frame. I'm not happy with the way it came out. I mean, I like the colors, but just not happy with the way the paint came out. Don't buy testers.
Well, testers is paint, so it's not really good for hand painting.
No, well, I didn't hand paint it. I sprayed it, and it came out way thicker than I thought. I know Matt, it works for him, and he uses it. He uses the Model Masters brand and not the standard testers, but I was giving it a try. I really was, but screw them. And yeah, I could strip the paint. I'm just lazy and I don't feel like it. And I'm just gonna go with the roll the way it's already on there and just do what I can to salvage it.
Yeah.
Even in the state that it's in, I'll try to salvage it as best I can.
Ooh, damn.
Thanks, Tom K, for joining us. We really appreciate your input on this week's episode. We really like that.
Yeah, and thank you to Rigo Sanchez, Tom K. Let's see who else. Mostly these two: Mystery Taco, Gundam SG, Sutandang, Daniel Aziz, and yeah, that's about it. Like, thanks to all these guys for joining the show today and giving their input on the series as a whole. Like what Danielle asked, we should all give our rating of the show.
Yes. Almost forgot about that.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see.
I think I'll go first. I will get an 8 out of 10. It's a really good series. I recommend it to anyone who's interested in watching Gundam. But there are a few flaws, like what I mentioned. There is the lack of character development for besides Mikazuki and Orga, and also they need to slow down the events a little bit. Things go fast, really fast. One day they're on Mars, then they're on the way to Earth, then they meet Tewas, then they meet the Brewers. 2 episodes later, then they're done with that. They go to Earth, then once they're on Earth, 4 episodes later, it ends. It goes a little bit too fast, but story-wise, the whole lore and the way they're taking the Gundam franchise in this different light is I really welcome this new change. So yeah, 8 out of 10.
I guess I'll go next real quick. My only big complaint is probably I wish we could have got more Gundam fights in it. They kind of, again, they were really good. Don't get me wrong when I say this. I just kind of wish we had a little bit more mobile suit action and less them just talking around a ship and being like, hey, I'm sad, or hey, this happened. And I do kind of wish that they would have gone a little more in depth though with some of the other characters, maybe just a little bit more. For Akihiro, it felt kind of short for saying, "Oh, hey, I got a brother. Now he's dead." that kind of sucked. All in all, I'd have to say probably an 8 for me as well too, out of 10. Just because it was a good series, I did want more, and when I can go, hey, I want more, that's a good thing. So
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's good. That's a good point.
Mhm.
For me, I give it let's see,
Oh wait,
eight fires out of 10. So I think we're all the same.
wait, Sean, do you even a rating like out of 10?
8 out of 10.
Okay, so we're all 8 out of 10, and I just the video on my laptop, and Sabino held up his phone. 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
Dank,
eight
dank,
fires out of 10 fires.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
dank Kush flames.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. All right,
For
I
me,
guess.
yeah, for me it's 8 out of 10 right now. Once I like completely finish the show, my rating might change. It'll either go up or go down. But so far, I say watch it. It's good. It's really good. Just watch it.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's it for the show. Thanks for joining us in this discussion of Iron Blood Orphans.
Oh, James sent me a message. He was gonna try to join in on the show. Spider 2K2. He's at Millennium Hobbies and Gundam Kitchen right now, so he's actually picking up mobile suits, some more models at the moment.
Mm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go either. I think I might try to pick up some kits today or tomorrow because watching the series makes me really want to buy some kits now. So
Yeah,
it's doing its job.
I'm waiting for the Efreet to come out and the 1100 Grimguard, and I'm gonna work on a couple of other projects I've been halting since I've been taking my sweet little time on some stuff.
Yeah, I want the long range booster on a gray so I can like make that like kit because I really love how those two look and it looks very Advance of Zeta-ish.
Yeah.
And I'm a sucker for Advance of Zeta.
Yeah.
Boo, Zeta. I'm more UC than anything.
But Zeta is UC.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I know, but it's later UC. It's not good UC. It's not, it's not. How I don't know. I don't
Oh,
know
for
what I
me,
want to say.
Advance of Zeta, the only thing I like about it, I haven't read any of the mangas. It's just the designs. I really
I
just
just
like.
love like the big mobile armor-esque designs of all of the Titan suits.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I see your point though. I mean, I understand why people would really like that a lot.
Yeah.
Alright, and I guess we'll go ahead, call us a wraps, and stop the live feed. Thanks everybody for joining in.
Thanks,
Any other
guys.
comments, questions? Go ahead, put them below. We'll read them out loud next episode and get a running log of everybody's particular questions that comment on the episode.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
all right,
Thanks,
guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.